Yes, sir. Another news report from the good people, good folks at the JQ News Center on the JQ Show. What it is? I got a crazy story for y'all. First off, let me pause the music. There's no discrimination. This is a disclaimer. I don't have no problems with trannies, transgenders, whatever y'all want to call yourself. I have no problem with none of that. None of that. But what I do have a problem is when they're trying to push an agenda, and I think they're doing that. And so we're in a script of reality. Shout out, Den. Even though this is a real news story, real news report, there's some conspiracy to this because this makes no sense. First of all, like, I don't have a problem with you being a transgender, being a lawmaker, but look, you got flowers on your desk. Look, this is a normal desk next to the person, if you could look. Why she got flowers and all it's extra. Y'all always gotta be extra. Oh my Lord. And don't say I'm discriminative of sex. It's just weird, y'all. It's just weird. Let's go. Alright, man. Let's go. Montana House votes to censure gender lawmaker. Montana House Republicans on Wednesday voted to censor Democrat-Republican Zooey Zephyr. That's her. All 68 House Republicans voted to censor Zephyr, while the body's 32 Democrats voted against this. And I saw footage on the news, like she had mass supporters in there. Like, where she is like a lower area. There's like a balcony surrounding that lawmaking crap. So it's like she got supporters. Zephyr, one of the state's first openly transgender lawmakers, will be barred from the House floor, ante-room, and gallery for the remainder of the session. She was the option to participate remotely, but only by voting. Zephyr has been unable to speak on a bill for more than a week after she said lawmakers who voted to pass a measure preventing transgender youths from accessing gender-affirming health care would be, she said, you would have blood on your hands. The Montana Freedom Caucus, a coalition of the state House and Senate Republicans, responded by calling for Zephyr's immediate censure, accusing her of attempting to shame members of legislature by using inappropriate, uncalled for language. This kind of, you know what's crazy though? Think about all that Trump said though. I'm not trying to pit it against, but think about that. All she said is you're gonna have blood in your hands. Trump said the most out. He said he could kill somebody. So that's yo. They pick and choose, bro. Like, wow. This kind of hateful rhetoric from an elected official exactly why tragedies such as Covenant Christian school shooting in Nashville occurred. The group wrote last week in a statement referring to a mass shooting in Tennessee last month that left 6 people dead, including a 9-year-old student. 3 9-year-old students. Local authorities immediately after the shooting said they believe the suspect, 28 Adrian Hall, was fatally shot by police, was a transgender. Nearly a month later, Hale's gender identity remains unclear. The Montana Freedom Caucus in this statement also repeatedly misgendered Zephyr by referring to her using male pronouns. Demonstrators gathered Monday at the All-State Capitol building in Helena to protest the continued silencing of Zephyr. 7 were arrested for criminal trespass after shots of "let her speak" and "whose house?" "our house" from the gallery down. Like, how do those people get arrested? Thought it was a free country. Thought it was a free country. Like, I literally thought that. The House gallery on Wednesday was closed to the public because y'all bitches. On Wednesday, Montana Republicans argued that Zephyr incited and actively participated in disrupting the lawful activities of the state legislature. This conduct cannot be allowed to stand. You can't fight in this country for what you believe in. They did it to the African Americans. They're doing it to the trans. You can't. You're gonna get hated and ridiculed. Look at this is a perfect example. Now I know why this story went so viral. Now I know. Like, I totally get it. Like, I totally get their side and his side, but his side is stronger than theirs. I find that there's been a pattern of unwillingness to listen to a diverse set of opinions on the bills in front of us, and that is our job, Republican S.J. Howell said, who is transgender, non-binary, said during Wednesday's floor session. There are deeply held disagreements about the bills that we hear, about the policies that we are debating, and those disagreements are part of the process, they said. We have to be able to discuss them even when it's uncomfortable. Zephyr on Wednesday defended her words on which she accurately captured the gravity of the bill's consequences. When I rose up and said there is blood on your hands, I was not being hyperbolic. I was speaking for the real consequences of the votes that we legislators take in this body, she said. And when the speakers asked me to apologize on behalf of the quorum, what's he really asking me to do is be silent when my community is facing bills that get us killed. He's asking me to be complicit in this legislative eradication of our community. Eradicate, yep. And I refuse to do so, she said. I will always refuse to do so. Hey, kind of like her. I mean, he or she or they or... All right, anyways, go follow me at Instagram.com, Jonathan_Quest, SoundCloud.com, JQ Music with a King. Go get my album on Bandcamp.com, The Greatest Writers of the Century. And if you want, you could donate to the page. Cash App, King, money sign, King JQ03. Let's go.